What's up, movie fans? Welcome back to the Cinenext. Today, we're running through some of the biggest and most talked about action thriller movies on Netflix from the last few years. So let's get started with our first movie, a mind-bending espionage thriller, Tenet. It is a must-watch for action fans who enjoy a challenge and can appreciate a film that redefines the genre. John David Washington stars as an unnamed CIA operative recruited by a mysterious organization called Tenet. His mission is to prevent a global attack that involves objects and people moving backward through time. Tenet's complexity lies in its unique concept of time inversion. The film explores the consequences of manipulating time, blurring the lines between past, present, and future. Be prepared to pay close attention as director Christopher Nolan unfolds the story non-linearly. The action sequences are intense and innovative, featuring thrilling chases, mind-bending fight scenes, and even an opera house showdown that defies the laws of physics. Tenet is worth seeking out if you're looking for an action movie that will keep you guessing long after the credits roll and leave you wanting to discuss every detail with fellow movie buffs. Looking for a superhero action-packed movie? No problem, we got you covered. Let me take you to Gotham City with The Batman. This gritty and atmospheric reboot dives deep into the psyche of a young Bruce Wayne, Robert Pattinson, in his second year of battling crime as Batman. Haunted by the unsolved murder of his parents, Batman embarks on a dark and personal investigation that leads him to uncover a web of corruption that infects the core of Gotham's elite, from powerful businessmen to masked vigilantes. The film is a slow burn, deliberately paced to emphasize the story's detective work and psychological thriller aspects. Director Matt Reeves crafts a suspenseful atmosphere dripping with gothic noir influences that keeps you guessing until the end. Pattinson delivers a brilliant and intense performance as Batman, perfectly capturing the character's internal struggle between vengeance and justice. While the action sequences are brutal and visceral, they are used sparingly to emphasize the toll Batman's vigilant war on crime takes on his body and soul. Suppose you're looking for a fresh take on the Batman mythos that prioritizes character development, psychological suspense, and a neo-noir aesthetic. In that case, The Batman is a must-watch, though you might need to rent or purchase it depending on your streaming service. If you are a Leonardo DiCaprio fan, then we have a masterclass in mind-bending action for you. Inception. Dom Cobb, Leonardo DiCaprio, is a skilled thief, but his specialty isn't your typical diamonds or jewels. Cobb is an extractor, a professional who uses cutting-edge technology to steal information by entering the subconscious minds of his targets. His team of specialists infiltrates the dream world, navigating through the ever-shifting landscapes of the human psyche to steal the most valuable secrets. However, Cobb's latest mission presents a unique challenge. Instead of performing an inception, planting an idea, he must perform an extraction, a nearly impossible task with potentially deadly consequences. Inception is a visually stunning film that will leave you questioning reality itself. Director Christopher Nolan crafts a complex and layered story that unfolds across multiple dream layers, blurring the lines between dreams and reality. The action sequences are intense and innovative, occurring within the characters' subconscious minds. Imagine elaborate car chases and mind-bending shootouts, all orchestrated within the dream world. Inception is a must-watch if you're looking for a thought-provoking action film that will keep you guessing long after the credits roll. Next up on our list is The Matrix. A nagging suspicion consumes hacker Neo. Keaton reads that something is wrong with the world. Late-night internet searches lead him down a rabbit hole of cryptic messages and philosophical discussions about the nature of reality. He's contacted by Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne, a mysterious figure who offers Neo a chance to learn the truth. Taking a leap of faith, Neo swallows a red pill, and his world is turned upside down. He awakens in a cold, sterile pod, his body hooked up to a network of machines. The truth is shocking. The world Neo inhabits is actually a stimulated reality called The Matrix, a computer program designed to keep humans docile. At the same time, their bodies are used as an energy source by machines. Morpheus is part of a rebellion fighting to free humanity from the Matrix. Now, Neo must remain in the simulated world's comfortable ignorance or embrace the harsh reality and join the fight for freedom. The Matrix is a groundbreaking action film that blends mind-bending sci-fi concepts with thrilling kung fu action sequences. The film's special effects were revolutionary for its time, and the iconic bullet-time slow-motion effect has become a staple of action cinema. If you're looking for an action movie that will leave you questioning reality and pondering the nature of existence, The Matrix is a must-watch, though you might need to check your specific Netflix region's availability. Let's step into a neo-noir future with our next film, Blade Runner 2049. Blade Runner 2049 is a science fiction film It's set in a dystopian future where bioengineered humans known as replicants are monitored by special police officers called Blade Runners. The film follows Officer K, played by Ryan Gosling, a Blade Runner who uncovers a long-buried secret that leads him to find Rick Deckard, portrayed by Harrison Ford, a former Blade Runner who has been missing for decades. Blade Runner 2049 explores profound themes of memory, identity, and what it means to be human in a world where the lines between humans and artificial intelligence are blurred. The movie is a visual masterpiece with incredible world building, breathtaking cinematography by Roger Deakins, and a haunting musical score. Without revealing too much of the plot, the story delves into the replicants' struggle for freedom and their desire to find answers about their origins and existence. It's a thought-provoking and immersive cinematic experience widely praised for its technical achievements and philosophical depth. Now, let's discuss The Gray Man, a mind-blowing action thriller directed by the Russo brothers Anthony and Joe Russo. They are best known for directing several Marvel Cinematic Universe films, including Avengers, Endgame. The Gray Man centers around court gentry. Ryan Gosling, a highly skilled former CIA operative known as the Gray Man, due to his ability to operate invisibly and leave no trace. When Gentry's latest covert mission goes wrong, he unexpectedly discovers explosive secrets about the agency. This puts him in the crosshairs of his psychopathic ex-colleague, Lloyd Hansen. Chris Evans, a relentless assassin tasked with hunting Gentry down. A globetrotting game of cat and mouse ensues, as the Gray Man must use his elite training and expertise to evade Hansen's merciless pursuit across multiple countries. Along the way, he encounters other shadowy figures who may be friends or foes. Based on the popular novel, the film promises intense, high-octane action sequences as Gentry races to survive while trying to uncover and expose the larger conspiracy he's become embroiled in. With the Russo brothers directing and an impressive cast, The Gray Man aims to deliver a compelling espionage thriller full of twists, deadly stakes, and blistering set pieces in the vein of the Bourne films. Looking for a movie based on a book? No problem. Our next movie is only about that. The Irishman, an epic action thriller and crime film directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. It's based on the book I Heard You Paint Houses by Charles Brandt. The film chronicles the life of Frank Sheeran, De Niro, a World War II veteran who becomes a mob hitman involved with the powerful Bufalino crime family led by Russell Bufalino Pesci. Sheeran develops a close relationship with infamous Teamsters union leader Jimmy Hoffa Pacino. With a sprawling narrative spanning decades from the 1950s to the early 2000s, The Irishman explores Sheeran's alleged role in the mysterious disappearance and murder of Hoffa in 1975 amid power struggles between organized crime and unions. At over 3.5 hours long, it's an epic, meditative crime saga that gives the legendary actors, especially Joe Pesci, who came out of retirement, a chance to deliver powerhouse performances in the twilight of their careers. The de-aging visual effects used to make De Niro and others appear decades younger. Certain scenes were groundbreaking and enhanced the sweeping period feel. While a box office underperformer, The Irishman received universal acclaim, praising Scorsese's craftsmanship, performances, cinematography, and examination of guilt, regret, and loyalty. Many consider it a fitting bookend of Scorsese and De Niro's acclaimed crime epics, such as Goodfellas and Casino from earlier eras. Let's jump to the last movie on the list, Extraction, an action thriller produced by and starring Chris Hemsworth. It was written by Joe Russo, one of the directors of Avengers, Endgame, and directed by Sam Hargrave in his feature debut. The film follows Tyler Rake Hemsworth, a brave and highly skilled black market mercenary hired to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord in the city of Dhaka, Bangladesh. What ensues is a deadly mission as Rake must navigate the most dangerous corners of the city's underworld and face off against a squad of brutal kidnappers to extract the hostage amid intense action sequences. Filmed on location in India and Thailand, Extraction showcases incredibly choreographed hand-to-hand combat and stunt work that highlights Hemsworth and the cast's physical acting abilities. Extraction was a big hit for Netflix, attracting over 90 million households to stream it in the first 4 weeks of release amid the pandemic lockdowns. Its success with audiences led Netflix to quickly greenlight a sequel, continuing the adventures of the troubled but formidable mercenary Tyler Rake. Okay, so that is all for today's video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with all the cinephiles, and tell us in the comments which of these movies you are gonna watch first.